Welcome to Journey to the Moon, where blockchain is a small step for man, a giant leap for mankind. Today is midnight, July 18, 2017. It's been a refreshing 24 hours as Bitcoin is finally above $2,200, up 10%, along with Ethereum up 11%, and other alts recovering very nicely 20, 30, 40% from their lows. But speaking of big gainers, Nimic has pumped to 134,000% to a high of $740. Actually, it was just a glitch. Nimic didn't really do that. Kind of, I think, what was it? Ether. It is an Ether Delta, and the volume's not that high, but it's really a glitch in the coin market cap. But that's kind of crazy when you think about it. But Nimic is doing very well today, as it's up. I think it was 50%. Let me check here. Yes, it is up. It's actually up 76%. But a dollar is a big difference from $1 to $740. Coming in at what, 80 cents dollar. Again, it is on Ether Delta, so the volume, it's 100,000 is okay. I mean, you want to see a $500,000 or $1 million volume, but it has had a good debut so far on Ether Delta. But speaking of Ether Delta, Veritasium has had a nice recovery, up 35%. Again, being that it's on Ether Delta, Veritasium makes up 90% of the volume in Ether Delta, from what I understand, and they might as well just change Ether Delta to the Veritasium market. But Veritasium has done nicely, recovered well. But speaking of Veritasium is also number one in the crypto assets, surpassing EOS, Golem, Augur, just edging by 20 million there. Let's look at the market cap here. Fresh to pay. It looks like it's about. Oh, it's right behind EOS and Stratus. If it continues, it'll probably be in the top 10 very soon. So Veritasium has performed well overall. But today's big stories is the mining pools signaling BIP91 as a show that Segwit will be coming to Bitcoin. Antpool BitClub already signaling BIP91 to activate Segwit with 33% of the hash rate. So this has been the big story, or the big movement towards the big green in the crypto space, and it's all over Twitter. Here's Jimmy Song talk about it. 22 of the last 25 blocks signaling BIP91. But BIP91 is a sign for Segwit, but it's not ultimate. It's not the end all be all in terms of the hard fork. I think the hard fork is still on the table. It's not just Segwit alone, but we'll get to that. Here he has Jimmy Song saying maybe the hard fork isn't set in stone. They're just gonna push it behind. So here he has a conversation where they're talking about they will get Segwit, but they're still talking about the hard fork, and they're willing to push it back. Continue on. Here's Charlie Lee. 2 weeks nearly not enough for the change of code in a hard fork. Please signal BIP91. Here's Vortex talking about BIP91 instead of the Rush implementations. Given that Segwit 2x code isn't released, they're just running BIP91, which is designed to comply with BIP148 user activated soft fork. So again, the miners at large are running BIP91, even though Segwit 2X is not ready, but down the road, it still seems that miners do want to do a hard fork. But in order for them to do the hard fork, they would still need to get Segwit. And I'll get into that right now. As another big part of the story today is McAfee talking about Bitcoin going to $500,000 or $500,000. Now, I'm sure you heard this, but when I clicked on this thread, it revealed more than just a Bitcoin price prediction. As you can see here, there's 150 comments. So let me go back to Vortex here. There was something he said that made me go down this rabbit hole. Okay, yes, he was I guess he was making fun of Jihan Wu and his website. Looks like Jihan has launched his websites: Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin ABC. And this is it right here. So when I first saw this this sign here, it says Bitcoin Cash, but when you go to the actual websites that Vortex is talking about, it actually comes out a little different. So these are Jihan's websites. So I went to Jihan's websites. This is Bitcoin Cash. August 1st, we the people will breathe new life to Bitcoin. User activated hard fork. So when I first heard the news, everybody was saying, "Oh yeah, we're gonna get Segwit." Everybody's running BIP91. So because we're gonna get Segwit, we don't need hard fork. But it looks like even though they're gonna get Segwit, they still want to do a hard fork, and they're gonna call it Bitcoin Cash. Those who do not want to follow our lead are free to use whichever chain they like. Miners implementing the user-activated hard fork will safely split away, creating a new version of Bitcoin called Bitcoin Cash. Fork date, August 1st. Block size, increase. Bitcoin ABC. Now this is where they're tracking kind of the hashing power of BIP91, the lock-in, Segwit. So these numbers will change as the days count down. But there's this other one, via BTC will support Bitcoin ABC. And when they were talking about them, some big miners will similarly support them. We asked Yang, founder of CEO of Via BTC, one of Bitcoin's biggest pools, what are their plans regarding Bitcoin ABC? His answer was short: we will support it. So here's Antpool, and here is BTC Top, right? So here's Jihan Wu with Antpool, Bitmain, and Jihan with BTC Top. So you can see they have 33% of the hashing power. They will list Bitcoin ABC under the name of Bitcoin Cash. So what is this Bitcoin Cash? What is Bitcoin ABC? Again, from what I got out of it is, like I said, there's a lot of kind of back and forth here. But in order for them to do Segwit 2X, even though it's not really ready, the Segwit, for any fork to happen, Segwit has to come on first. That's what I'm getting out of it. And I don't know what this website is about and why they're still talking about it, but there's still something to be said. So going back to McAfee. McAfee is saying that Bitcoin is going to $500,000. This is where I come back to McAfee. And he's taking bets. He's so bullish on Bitcoin going to $500,000. He's willing to eat his dick on national television. So hey, this is bullish. This is good. You know, Bitcoin's getting Segwit. The market's coming back up. The alts are coming back up. Everything's great. McAfee says going to 500,000, but there's more to what McAfee is saying. So when I clicked on here, have a doctorate and topology predicts $2 million Bitcoin, blah, blah, blah. Now, let me find, because this is a long thread here. He says, only Jihan's fork. Okay, let me backtrack here. Where is it where he says, I'm trying to find this tweet. Oh, it's a different tweet. It's this one. Oh no. I'm trying to find it. Well, anyways, he says that he'll go on national television and he'll bet his dick. But when it comes to the actual 500,000, only Jihan's fork, because I'm not an Indian. So he support. Oh yeah, I'm with Jihan. He's my friend and the smartest man I know. The money will follow him. So McAfee is betting. Is not really betting on BTC going to 500,000. He's betting on Jihan. So whatever Jihan's coin is, that's what McAfee's betting. He's not really betting Bitcoin. He's betting on Jihan's fork. Right? I'm with Jihan. He's the smartest man. He's my friend. He's the smartest man I know. The money will follow him. And then once you continue down this rabbit hole with thread, I mean, it's such a long, entertaining thread. I'll say that. Jihan coin. Now, what is the other one? He says, I'm trying to find it. It's funny. Although he's still bullish on Bitcoin. It is an entertaining thread if you read it. I'm trying to find the tweet. Anyways, McAfee is betting on Bitcoin. On Jihan. So he's, whatever side Jihan's on is the side McAfee's on. So this entire Segwit 2x scaling issue, user activated soft fork, it's been user activated soft fork versus Jihan. And now today's news is miners are signaling for Segwit, but down the road there could still be a hard fork, because they would still want Segwit before the hard fork happens. That's the gist I'm getting out of it. Come on, where is it? Try to find it here. Depends if BIP91 activates. I'm hanging with Jihan. That's where the money is. And he is doing 10-to-1 bets if you want to bet him, but it's the $50,000 minimum. It's impossible for Bitcoin not to be 2 million by then. On what chain? There it is. On what chain? Jihan's. I'm trying to find the tweet though. Here, I'll find it over here. At this point, I just want to find that one tweet. Where are you? Ugh. Well, anyways, I'm just like so focused on finding this tweet. Like sidetracked. God, well, let me go to the prices real quick, and then I'll mess around and find that tweet. Yeah, I mean the market's recovered. I mean, if you look at it, 78 billion. it just, a month ago, the top of the month was what, 116 billion. If you look at the month here, here it was 116 billion. It was probably 116 billion. And it went all the way down to 60 billion right over here at the bottom yesterday, 2 days ago. So it goes to show how fast the market can fall in a matter of 2 weeks. Where are you? Where's the bottom? There it is, 60 billion. This was 2 days ago. Yeah, in a matter of 3 weeks. So, that's it just shows the volatility of the market. I mean, 80 billion. It did reach today. It did. Now look at this drop right here. It was at 84 billion, and then boom, just like that, in a matter of 20 minutes, the market falls $7 billion. So, I mean, all these people are super bullish all of a sudden because they're signaling, but it's not really in the end. I mean, it's good. It is good. Obviously, the daily here, it came down to about like 1,800. You look at the weekly chart. I would like to see a second green candle here and stay above $2,000. I don't really see Bitcoin going down under $2,000 again, but hey, you never know with this market. And again, Ethereum is still on this downtrend, as it did hit the 150 and went to like, it had a little wick of like 138, 137. So here I have buy orders here at 140 are doing well. I mean, for the most part, it's coming up, it's staying above the $180 mark. But it'll take like 225 to finally get out of this downtrend here. So I'll give it 2-3 days, but we'll see what the market does. For the most part, the market's happy that the coins are signaling BIP91, and Bitcoin will get Segwit. But will it fork down the road where Jihan's coin prevail? We will have to see. But I don't know, that's crazy. This whole time I was seeing McAfee's tweet, and now that I'm trying to look for it, I can't find it. It's freaking ridiculous. God dang it. Here's the tweet. I finally found it. If not, I will eat my dick on national television. Finally found that tweet, and here's a bullish on Bitcoin signaling. Looks likely we'll get Segwit activated soon. Slush pool joining the party. Segwit 2x start signaling. So now everybody's happy. Segwit's gonna come, but will there be a fork on the road? Will John McAfee eat his dick on national television? We will see. Bye, Silla Hold. Let me know what you're going to do. Until then, I'll see you on the moon.